I'm so sick of women talking about all he wants is sex. What you thought we was here for? A man does not want sex, a man needs sex.
Yeah. Right.
And there's a difference. For 1 milliliter of sperm is between 50 and 200 million sperm cells in 1 milliliter. There's a potential between 50 million and 200 million people swimming around in 1 milliliter.
Come on.
And God has created a man to dispel that seed. Furthermore, it's the woman who have to take a hiatus off every month from sex, not the man. A man can stay on from the time he living to the time he dies. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you put a worm in the water, if you put a hook in the water, you don't put no worm on it, you don't get no fish.
Come on.
And you got to put on y'all breasts, booties, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook. The first thing we see when you see you. Ain't no man in history ever saw a woman across the room and said, oh my God, her heart is sparkling. Every man is attracted to a woman sexually. Uh-oh. It's your job to show him that it's more to you than what's on the hook. It's your job to show him that you got something in between your ears. It's your job to show him that you're not as easy like everybody else. How do y'all want us to do the work for you? I just want a man to see me for my inside, but you're going to be waiting for the rest of your fool life, because ain't no man going to see you for your inside till you show him the inside. We are attracted to a woman for what we see. Period, point blank. Get over it. Y'all come out slinky, pasties on here and all this stuff, and then don't want nobody to look at you, don't want nobody to sexually objectify you. Why? Amen. What you thought we was going to do, what you put it on for if you want to be objectified by? If you don't want to be identified by your breast and your tail and all that stuff, why are you advertising it? And then get mad when we pull up to the bar wanting to buy it. A man is not naturally sensitive to your feelings anyway. So he wants what he can get from you anyway. Amen. So then you'll go do it. Now it's all about liberation and about freedom of expression. What are you expressing? Exactly. Come on, I'm tired of y'all lying to yourself. I dress like this for me, you dress like that for you to lie. If you dress like that for you, that means you go to sleep like that. Amen. You ain't snatching all over up in the bed. That would be for you. You ain't in the bed snatched up. Am I right about it, ladies? What's makeup for if it ain't to attract somebody else? Why y'all not talking to me? What you cover up your pimples for and everything that makes you unattractive? Why y'all not saying that? Why you gonna cover everything up, tie everything down, everything just perfect? You step out the house, now you don't want to be objectified. You don't sit down somewhere.
I have to say I 100% agree with this man. Let's flip the script. A man cannot sit here and say he hate gold diggers, but every time he trying to get with a woman, he's trying to be flashy with his jewelry, his car, his money, and all that to attract women. Y'all gonna be like, see, that's your fault. You shouldn't have been doing that. Same thing goes for y'all. That is your fault. You don't. Okay, let me put it like this here. Let me put it like this. I can't sit here and get mad that someone is going to view me a certain way if I present myself a certain way. For example, this is something personal with me. I was younger in my late teens to mid-20s. The way not mid-20s, early 20s. The way I dressed, talked, and acted. You would thought I was trying to watch my words for social media, but you wouldn't think I was an upstanding citizen. I'm going to put it like that. That's the words I'm going to say. And I used to get mad at people, but somebody sit there and told me, this is why people view you a certain way. And I sit and I thought about it. Like, they right. Yeah, I still wear my basketball jerseys here and there, my basketball shorts, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, every now and then, but not nowhere near like I used to. You know what I'm saying? Black man with a bunch of tattoos. You already know how they're going to view you. Come on. Now, you got all of these things going on? Come on. People are going to view you a certain way. So now that I done got that out the way, ladies, how can you sit here and say all these men want sex when that's all y'all talk about. That's all you present. You put your body out there. You lead with your body. So how can you get mad at someone? Like I just said, men cannot get mad and call women gold diggers when they are leading with their money. So women, it's the same thing with y'all. You cannot get mad at a man. If you presenting something for sale, don't get mad when I come ask you how much you want for it. If you saw a car that you like sitting in somebody's driveway and they had a for sale sign on that car, you finna go and ring that doorbell because it's sitting in their driveway, or you might call the number that they have on the sign and say, hey, how much you selling that car for? Don't sit here and say don't sit here and say you won't get mad if they say, my goddamn car ain't for sale, stop calling my phone. You're going to tell them, well, take that damn sign out the car. Same thing with a house. I can't put a sign in my window saying my house is for sale and get mad when somebody come ring my doorbell and ask me how much I'm selling my house for. That is what y'all women are doing. You're presenting yourself a certain way, and then you get mad when you get treated that certain way. Now, I already know what y'all women finna say. Well, these men gonna sexually objectify us no matter what. That's true, but then it's also not true. Let me explain what I mean when I say this. Let me explain. Yeah, there's always going to be men that's going to look at you and think you're a piece of meat. Yes. But then there are men that are going to respect you no matter what. What I mean by that is this. When I met my wife, she didn't present herself as this oval sexual human being. Like she just finna be throwing it at me 24/7 all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. No. And I didn't approach her that way because she did not present herself that way. She presented herself as a respectable, grown woman. So how you present yourself is how you're going to get treated. Yeah, there was still some men that did come at her a certain way. Now, let's just say she did present herself like that. Me personally, I wouldn't have approached her. That's just me. But she would have had even more guys approaching her sexually. So you can throw that logic that y'all love to say out the window. Yeah, guys are still going to come at you for sex because we're men and you're a woman and a man wants sex from a woman. But if you don't present yourself as such, you are lowering the chances of that happening, is what I'm basically trying to say. You are lowering your chance of that happening. Is there still going to be men approach you? Yes. I'm willing to bet you right now, if 10 guys approach Michelle Obama, only one of them is going to approach her for sex. The rest of them are going to approach her like a man. Gonna be a gentleman to her. They ain't gonna approach her like, girl, give me that thing. You know, let's go and make a baby. No, they ain't gonna do that. Not to Michelle Obama. And let's just say she's not married. Let's just go and throw that logic out. Well, that's not logic, that's true. But let's just go and throw that out the window. Let's just say she's a single woman. Let's just say she's a single woman with no kids. Let's just go and throw that out the window. You cannot tell me 10 guys right now are going to approach her and all 10 of them are going to approach her for sex. No. The way Michelle Obama carry herself and present herself, at least 8, I'm going to go ahead and say 8. At least 8 of those men are going to show her respect. So, now that I got that out the way, now all that is out the window. Ladies, you cannot get mad at someone that's treating you the way you present yourself. Like with Sexy Red talking about her vagina is pink and her booty hole is brown. Okay, what's your point behind saying all of that? So now a man is going to approach you and want to see for himself because of how you presented yourself. See, back in the day, Queen Latifah, she used to talk about women getting respect. That shit is thrown out the window now. That shit is thrown out the window. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this. How you present yourself is how you're going to get treated. I'm going to give you one more example. Because people have gotten arrested for this. Because it's against the law. How many times have you heard people presenting themselves as police officers and had people really thinking they were the cops when they wasn't? Why? Because they presented themselves as a cop. You thought they was a cop, and you approached them as a cop. That old saying them old folks used to say, if it looks like a duck, act like a duck, talk like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. I mean, come on. So with that being said, ladies, I'm finna go ahead and end this like this. If it ain't for sale, don't present it like it is for sale. Present yourself with class and dignity. People are going to treat you with class and dignity. Don't want to hear that bullshit. No, these men gonna... No, that's because that's what you lead with. Just like I said, men lead with their money and get mad that all they attract is gold diggers. I ignore those fools. I don't even address those idiots. I erase those fools out of my life. I told this one guy this one time. No, twice actually. Twice. Because he feel like he can't get no woman. So he got to lead with his car, his money. And then he can attract these women. Man, all she wants my money. Well, duh. So, hey, that's on him. He kept doing it. I don't want to hear it no more. Same thing with y'all ladies. Same exact thing.